Hello friends! Welcome to another episode of Cooking 100-Year-Old Recipes. In this episode, I'm making stuffed onions. The first thing I'm doing is finely shredding, or you can finely chop with a knife, some cooked chicken. And this is chicken that I cooked as a soup, so it was simmered in stock. It's very tender. Then I break up some leftover stale bread ends for soft breadcrumbs. And it's going to be equal parts chicken and breadcrumbs in the stuffing. Next, I peel the onions very carefully. I just want to take that skin off and leave as much of it intact as possible because it's going to simmer away in some initially boiling water, and then I'll turn the water down, and there is some salt in the water as well. And I'm only making 2 because I don't need more than that for this, but you can make any amount. Just get that proportion of your chicken and breadcrumb mixture right so that you have enough for however many onions you're going to make. Right, so they're essentially pre-cooked. The 10 minutes will not cook a large onion all the way through, but it will soften those outer layers. And I'm going to bind the chicken and breadcrumbs with heavy cream. And the recipe says you can use butter or heavy cream. And I'm going to add in some dried parsley and salt and pepper. It's very simple. I think 1 herb would be nice, maybe some thyme. Even a just slightest bit of rosemary, and if you're having this with a holiday meal, maybe a little bit of sage. But with that onion being a delicate flavor and really the star of the show, I think having aggressive herbs or too much herbs would take away from that. So it should be just a very slight amount if you want to add it. I've just stuck with parsley. Now I'm not using a lot of cream because there will be a lot of moisture from the onions coming in. The onions that are taken out from the center, some of those are chopped up and put into this mixture. So that's going to bulk it up a little bit more. All right, it's been 10 minutes, so I'll take them out and let them cool just a little bit so I can handle them. And so after about 10 minutes, I'm ready to tackle them. And I'm going to cut off the end where the stem is, and that will be the top, because the bottom wider part makes for a better base, and I'll smooth that out just a little bit with a knife. I find a serrated knife works better for this than a straight knife. My onions have cooled off a bit, and I'm going to use a serrated knife to try to get out the center, which is going to go into the filling as per the instructions. Let me throw out these little ends that I'm not going to use. This is going to be kind of tricky, but I think the serrated knife is the way to go. You have to do it in sections. Oh, look, let's see. It's starting to come out on its own. I can get it with my fingers. Let me see if I can push through the back. Nope. It's coming out though. You can see I'm getting a hole. I'm going to try this cake decorating tip. Yeah, what we'll do. Yep. There we go. Assemble the outer two and then put them back together. I have my bowl that I'm baking them in next to me. Yeah, this layer isn't quite pliable enough for me to pop out the rest of the inside. I wonder if they had an onion corer back in 1896 to do this. So shame this isn't easier, because I think this would be a nice dish on like a Sunday dinner table or a holiday dinner table. Here we go. So I've got this, and let me show you. Here's my other one. And I'll just put this back inside of it. Hold this side around. There we go. It can hold lots of stuffing that way. Yeah, it works. Although that gives us a lot of onion for the filling, and I'm not going to use that much, but I can definitely put it in my soup scrap bag in my freezer. Alright, let's try it again with this one. So I popped out, put that in my bowl, and then I need this layer, second one. So you need quite big onions to do this, obviously, if you're going to be stuffing them. Oh, it's cooler, I can do this. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to put this back inside here. They're nice thick layers, so this will be substantial.